Hello and welcome to my English videos. Today we're going to talk about the present simple tense. Present simple tense with be. The verb be is different from the other verbs in this tense. Let's look at be first. Be has a positive form and a positive short form. To form the positive short form of be, we combine the pronoun and verb to be by removing the first letter of verb to be and replacing it with an apostrophe. I am, I'm. You are, you're. He is, he's. She is, she's. It is, it's. We are, we're. They are, they're. For example, I'm Scottish. She's hungry. They're always late. The negative is really easy. You only need to add not after the verb to be. The negative also has a short form which is formed by combining the verb to be with not. We remove the O from not and replace it with an apostrophe for all the pronouns except the pronoun I. To form the negative short form of the pronoun I, we combine the verb to be with I by removing the first letter of the verb to be and replacing it with an apostrophe. I am not, I'm not. You are not, you aren't. He is not, he isn't. She is not, she isn't. It is not, it isn't. We are not, we aren't. They are not, they aren't. For example, I'm not Cole. He isn't from Spain. We aren't at home. Yes-no question form. To form the yes-no question form, we invert the order of the verb to be and the subject. So we put the verb to be first and then the subject. Am I? Are you? Is he? Is she? Is it? Are we? Are they? For example, am I next in line? Are you from Tokyo? Is he at the library at the moment? WH question form. You just put the question word at the front. Where am I? What are you? Why is he? Who is she? When are we? And how are they? For example, where are you from? Who is that girl? Why are they still at work? The present simple tense with other verbs. With all other verbs, we make the present simple in the same way. The positive is really easy. It's just the verb with an extra S if the subject is he, she, or it. Let's take the verb play as an example. I play, you play, he plays, she plays, it plays, we play, and they play. For example, I play tennis every week. He likes chocolate. They usually go to the cinema on Fridays. Don't forget the S. Even really advanced students do this sometimes. For a few verbs, there is a spelling change with he, she, and it before the S. For example, study becomes studies. We remove the Y, replace it by I, and add ES. There are also a few verbs which are irregular in the present simple. Have becomes has, do becomes does, and go becomes goes. The negative form. You need to use do not, don't, or does not, doesn't. The negative form also has a short form. To form the short form of the negative form, we combine do and not by removing the O in not and replacing it with an apostrophe. I do not play. I don't play. You do not play. You don't play. He does not play. He doesn't play. She does not play. She doesn't play. It does not play. It doesn't play. We do not play. We don't play. They do not play. They don't play. For example, you don't study very much. Julia doesn't like sports. We don't live in London. Yes-no questions. We use do or does before the subject to make the yes-no question. Do I play? Do you play? Does he play? Does she play? Does it play? Do we play? And do they play? For example, Do you work in an office? Does John play cricket every weekend? Do they like traveling? WH questions. Just like with B, if you'd like to make a WH question, you put the question word at the front. Where do I play? What do you play? Why does he play? Who does she play? When do we play? How do they play? For example, where do you live? What does she like to eat? Why do they work so hard? When is the present simple tense used? The present simple tense is used in 6 instances. 4 are in the present and 2 are in the future. The first instance in the present is for habits or routines. For example, she plays tennis every Tuesday, or I wake up every morning. Use it with twice a month, on Fridays, often, and sometimes. The present simple is also used for things that are always true, like 2 and 2 make 4, or water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Another instance where the present simple is used is in permanent situations, like I live in London or she works at a bakery. The last instance where the present simple is used is a very specific instance. It's with short actions, for example, when a commentator is describing what's going on in a basketball, soccer, football, or tennis game. For example, he takes the ball and scores a goal. The present simple is also used in the future with future timetables and time clauses. For example, our train leaves at 11 a.m. or our plane arrives at 5 p.m. You can use it with this evening, at 10 o'clock, or tomorrow. An example of a time clause is until, when, as soon as, after, or before. For example, I won't go out until it stops raining. Keywords used with the present simple tense. Every day, every Tuesday or any day of the week, every month, week, or year, once or twice a month, once or twice a week, once or twice a year, always, often, usually, hardly, never, sometimes, rarely, and once in a while. Thanks for watching. As always, see you in the next one.